How you been, Dak?
You still got your cowbell there?
Here you go. You ready?
Yep. There we go.
Do you miss that sound?
A little bit. I do. I watched the game one time on TV, and I didn't realize how wrecking that sound was. I guess I got used to it for 5 years, but watching the game on TV is not as fun.
Any good vacations in the offseason?
No, not anything special. Definitely just hung out with the friends. Went fishing with high school coaches and my brother, and that was probably as fun and as peaceful as I got.
Oddest place you've been recognized?
Well, that's a great question. I'd probably say, I guess, the bathroom. I mean, at a restaurant or something. It's probably been the oddest and the most awkwardest meeting or fanning. It happens in the bathroom.
And then they forget to wash their hands, and then they want to shake your hand. It gets a little awkward.
Okay, I make sure they wash them.
How is camp different this year?
I mean, the easiest way to say it has just been the number of reps I've gotten. Last year in camp, I was getting maybe at most 6 reps a day. To now, I mean, I was taking every rep at camp, and that was definitely the most helpful part. But as well as just running out to practice and us leaving it open to the fans, not really my name being screamed a lot last year to the way it was screamed this year was pretty fun and exciting as well. So it's changed a good little bit.
Best advice you got last year through this whole process was given to you by who?
Man, I've got tons of great advice. I can't remember exactly who said it, but someone told me just to be myself. Don't go trying to be some other quarterback or the next this guy, the next that guy. Just continue to be myself. Stay humble and never forget where I come from. And that's definitely goes without, I guess, noticed how hard it is to do that, I guess, playing for the Dallas Cowboys and just this market. So it was important advice.
Well, you did it. You accomplished it. And to be drafted where you were, to be put in that spotlight, I mean, I don't know how you kept your composure. I mean, but you did it. So I don't know if it was what your mom gave you, but, you know, there was something instilled in you that you were able to process this. Do you have any idea how you did it?
Yeah, I'd definitely say my mom. And it's just remembering exactly where I came from, not just where I was a year ago, but where I was 10 years ago or where I was when I was just a little boy, and everything that I've been through, not taking anything for granted, and just being thankful, staying within the moment. That's something that I try to make sure I do, no matter if it's in a game and it's worrying about just this third down, or if it's being on a phone call with you, and making sure that I'm worried about this. Is just making sure I control the things that I can control, and the rest will take care of itself.
Who'd you root for growing up?
The Dallas Cowboys.
No, you did not. Really?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. My dad's a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, so I grew up really not. I would say not having a choice, but he gave us all choices because my other brothers weren't Cowboys fans, but just kind of rolled with my dad, and it's all panned out.
Explain to the audience how big a Tim Tebow fan you were or are.
Yeah, when I was young, I mean, I was a huge Tebow fan. I went to Mississippi State to play under the same offense that Tim Tebow played under, and we're number 15 for Tim Tebow. To me, he's arguably one of the greatest, or if not the greatest, college football player, him and Reggie Bush. So, I mean, just the fact of everything that he did and how tough he was at the quarterback position, to me, he changed the quarterback position in college, to being a tough guy for some offenses, and especially that spread offense, to running the ball as much as me and him did. That just allowed me to kind of take similarities from his leadership in his game.
Is your dog named Tebow?
I had a dog named Tebow when I was in high school. And unfortunately, I had to move out, and we ended up giving it away to a family friend. So I don't have Tebow anymore.
But you remember when you were at Mississippi State, you got those comparisons. You're sort of a right-handed Tim Tebow. And in college, that sounds like a great compliment. But in the
Correct.
pros, were they still labeling you as a Tebow-like, and would that translate into the NFL?
Yeah, they definitely were. As I was going into the draft process and I was going through everything, I was still getting the Tim Tebow label. And as you said, it's a huge honor to be getting those recognitions and comparisons when we're in college. But as you moved over to the pro level, it was kind of a knock. So at that point, it was just trying to make a name for myself and show coaches how much I knew about the game, and just my game was different.
He's Dak Prescott, Cowboys quarterback, joining us on behalf of DirecTV's NFL Sunday Ticket. All right, let me see how you do it. Let's see how good you are with this pitch. Tell us why we need to get Sunday Ticket if we don't already have it.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday Ticket, it's important. I mean, they've been the home with DirecTV. DirecTV's been the home of Sunday Ticket for 20 years, and I grew up watching all the commercials and being a huge fan of it. So I know there's kids and everybody out there that don't want to miss any game, don't want to miss any play or their favorite team. And you can do that with the Sunday Tickets, the one and only place that you can get every live out-of-market game. So you don't have to miss me play or the Cowboys play. With the Red Zone channel, you don't have to miss a touchdown. And the new channel is the Fantasy Zone, which allows fantasy players to get up-to-the-minute update on the scores and the points. And you just don't necessarily have to have a satellite to watch DirecTV, as you can get the NFL .tv and watch it on a tablet, a phone, Xbox, PlayStation, preferably for me. So it's definitely important. I know I hope everyone gets to watch me play.
Okay, now, were you reading that or did you memorize that?
No reading here.
Okay, all right. Well, then that's Peyton Manning-esque right there.
Those are better comparisons.
Who do you expect to be your running back week 1?
I mean, I'm going to say but I'm looking just as I know they'll make the right decision.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough situation because you're trying to prepare your offense there. How do you do that?
I mean, we have a great offensive line that does a good job of giving any running back who's in there the opportunity to make plays. I mean, obviously Zeke's special, and he's a great player. So we've been practicing as if Zeke's in there, and that's the same way we're going to practice. And then other running backs just rotate in. So nothing's changed. We'll let that whole deal take care of itself, but we're going to worry about the Dallas Cowboys with the players we have right now.
Did you exchange any jerseys with any players during the year?
Yes, I did. I exchanged with college teammates, Fletcher Cox, Preston Smith. I exchanged with Jackson. And then the Pro Bowl and was fortunate enough to be there. But as well, exchanged with Drew Brees, Patrick Peterson, and I have plans to exchange with other guys.
Nice. Hey, congrats on the success so far. I'll leave you with this.
I appreciate it. Always sounds good, Dan.
All right, Dak, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.